and welcome to Championship Chatter here on Pitch Football. Whether you're watching on the app, whether you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining the most watched show on Pitch Football. They're still not biting.
Nope.
They're still not biting, are they? They're still not biting over at Not For The News, bless them. Yes, we do chat all things Championship here. My name is Johnny.
And I'm Jono.
And we're going to be going through all the eventful results at the weekend, where you absolutely trounced me at foreplay.
I were good this week.
You
one
were good.
wrong.
You were
not bad at all.
You hammered me this week.
I did.
You had it come in though, didn't you?
It's about time, I think. Good old Rotherham. Called it.
Right.
Called it.
You may have called a win. If you say you were going to call a 4-0, I'm going to call bullshit.
I was going to say 5-0, to be fair.
Fuck off. Fucking 5-0. No, nobody saw
They've
that.
absolutely trounced him,
They killed him. I thought it was going to.
third position have got trounced.
I thought it would be all the way around. I honestly did. I
think Rotherham get a lot of sticks. They're only a small club, but they've got a lot of heart. And at home, they could beat anybody on the day. They beat us away. Just shows you they've got it in there.
Thanks for that.
Well,
fucking the scrappy do of football clubs.
And we've got them to come as well in the next couple of weeks.
I know we're going to be on that canal. Oh no, they moved it to an 12:30 kick-off, the fuckers.
Shock Sky TV for you.
South Yorkshire Police for you. Anyway, Rotherham, nobody expected a 4-0 win. We're going to talk a bit about Rotherham in a little bit. Blackburn, was it an off day, or do you think, the same as last season, they're going to fall from here?
I think I said last week that I can't see Blackburn stopping in top 6. It just shows you the consistency against Rotherham. It's not... All right, if they lost 1-0, I don't think they'd be too upset. But to get hammered 4-0, they've got to look at themselves and they've got to really sort out look and why.
Against a little club that could.
There you go.
To me, I still think Blackburn are a good team. I still think they're going to be there or thereabouts. I see it as a one-off. That opinion could change depending on how they do this weekend. Because it only took a few games last season, didn't it, for it to really start crumbling.
Well, you just look how close it is, though, top of Championship.
That's what I mean.
2 losses, and they're 9th, 10th. So you can't afford to lose games if you want to finish in top 6 of how close it is.
Exactly. Speaking of the top 6, big 3 points for Middlesbrough, winning 1-0 against Millwall.
I think I called that one as well.
Fuck you.
It were playoff contenders, both teams.
Yeah. You said Millwall going up were a bit of a pipe dream. Does the results that is just show that they're still not there yet?
No, I don't think because everybody knows Middlesbrough are in a right good run of form at the moment. Honeymoon period with the new manager Carrick.
Still ongoing.
It is. Don't look like it's going to end anytime soon because they're good for the money. They're playing well. He's really turned it around and they are looking good.
Bit like Sheffield United. 1 or 2 injuries could really derail that for Middlesbrough because they have got a thin
size
squad.
of their squad, yeah, definitely.
They've got to hope they keep the players fit. Millwall shouldn't be too disheartened, I don't think. Like you mentioned, they're going against a team that is in form at the moment. Team punching above their weight. Getting them comments. But no, it's... I don't know. Millwall shouldn't be too disheartened. Hard cup game followed by an hard league game. They need to look further forward. I think they're going to pick up points against teams that aren't playing as well as Middlesbrough are, and I think that can put them right back in contention.
Yeah, definitely.
Luton 2, West Bromwich Albion 3. Luton don't often concede 3 at home, especially when they're scoring 2.
It was a really good game. Luton 2-0 up very early on. You just thought, wow, what's going off here? Fair play to West Brom to come back and win that. Yeah. Full praise. Especially
after they've gone through in the cup now against Chesterfield after the replay. But actually, I think they said Saltergate then. That's going back a bit, isn't it? But obviously, in Chesterfield, a bit of a tough time, it nearly lost.
Chesterfield definitely, that was their chance to win.
Yeah.
I couldn't see them getting anything at the Hawthorns.
No.
They'd just be disappointed not to have won their first leg.
But obviously, after that first cup game, do you think West Brom had a bit of a point to prove?
I'm not sure at West Brom side on that day. I can't imagine it were a full strength squad. Because surely they'd be steamrolled in Chesterfield.
You'd think,
yeah, it's a cup game. The magic of the cup. I don't care what you say. And it just shows you magic at cup as well with a game like that.
Luton, a bit like Millwall, victims of playing a team that's in form in the league.
Yeah, and they've been disappointed to not get anything out of that game from being 2-0.
Yeah, that's the big takeaway.
It's hard enough to play Luton at their ground, but to be 2-0 down, You wouldn't have backed West Brom after that.
Watford and their gobby manager getting a 2-0 win over Blackpool. Well done.
Yeah, it's Blackpool, isn't it? Calm down.
Fuck's sake. It makes me laugh with stuff like that. We're going to talk about this a bit later as well. With friggin' Slav Bilic, whatever his friggin' name is. Some West Ham scum. But they're up there and thereabouts on merit. Fair play to Watford, because their club off the field is a complete dumpster fire, as Mike will tell us. I feel a bit sorry for their fans at times, because they're having to put up with a lot. Different manager every 6 weeks.
Yeah, they've had their time in Premier League.
Oh, you're not a Watford guy then?
No. Not really.
A Watford, your Coventry?
No. It takes some doing that.
But yeah, they are still in the chase. They push up to third now, especially with Blackburn cocking up so colossally.
Yeah.
Do you think Watford could be a late contender?
Listen, anybody can catch us because we're Sheffield United. Because I ain't counting note yet. I think Burnley, are already up.
Yeah.
Looking at it, 11 points clear as it stands. We should be up with them. 10 more games, 10 more wins, I think, would see us up. But I've seen us mess up that many times, and I could see any at top 6 catching us.
One team that refuses to go quietly. We mentioned them a bit earlier. We're going to go a bit more in depth now. Rotherham United, the little club that could.
The ultimate yo-yo club, but
they're not going quietly. And
they're not going down this season. They're stopping up.
I thought after losing Paul Warne, it was going to be a big hammer blow.
Yeah.
Brought in a manager who nobody knows much about, really, do they? But they're pulling out results at important times. And to be beating a team that's in third so convincingly...
bringing so much confidence to them, won't it?
100%. Like you mentioned a bit earlier, if you can win your own games when you're that kind of club, winning your own games is what's most important. And they're doing that, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll think it's a 6-point one, that.
Yeah.
Beating a team they probably wouldn't expect to have beat, especially that convincingly.
Yeah.
So, fair play to them.
Do you think, you've said Rotherham are going to stay up? Do you think they've got enough about them to build for the future and stop being a yo-yo club and maybe consolidate a few seasons in Championship?
No.
No?
I don't know.
No.
I think they will survive this season. The next season, it's going to be...
an hard one.
It'll be another hard one for him. I can't see him getting any better than a top-half finish.
A bit like when Warnock kept him up. He left because he knew, this is as good as it gets.
Yeah, it is for Rotherham. Unfortunately, I like them. They're a good club. I'd like to see them do well. I just can't see it. They haven't got the backing. They haven't got the resources to become a top 6 Championship side for me.
Fair point.
Prove me wrong.
Proven wrong. I think Mini Pig is going down next season.
It's possible.
It's very possible. We're going to go around the fans now and get some more Championship reactions, opinions, doom and gloom, and some positivity thrown in one as we go and see what the rest of the Championship fans that we have on this show have to say.
Chris Hall here for Pitch Footy, ahead of Albion versus Burnley on Friday night. Well, something's got to give, hasn't it? Because it's two of the form teams in the division. Albion, 4 wins on the spin, 9 wins out of their last 10, versus Burnley, who've won all their last 5 and are looking pretty imperious at the top of the league. I mean, can anybody really stop them? I think regardless of the result of this game, I really can't see anybody stopping Burnley, not just from automatic promotion, but from winning the league. They're comfortably the best team in the league for me. But in terms of Albion, obviously, as I say, 9 wins out of 10, but this is the biggest test we've faced because this is the biggest test in the division, going away to Burnley. I don't think there's a tougher game that you can possibly have. And to be honest, if Carlos Corberán takes us there and gets anything, it's going to be just an enormous result, because Burnley haven't lost at home all season, which is simply incredible. So it's a massive game, but then we showed, I thought last weekend against Luton was a massive game, and we showed that we can go into games against teams that are in decent form and are good teams and actually go and get results. So here's hoping we can do the same again this weekend against Burnley. Of course, one real disappointment is that Brandon Thomas Asante won't be available, who actually scored his first goal for the Albion against Burnley with a late equaliser against them at the Hawthorns. He won't be available, but Daryl Dike was rested in midweek against Chesterfield, so hopefully he'll be ready and firing to have a go at the Clarets.
Blimey, cold, isn't it? Luckily for me, though, Watford's form is red hot. Well, I say red hot. They managed to beat Blackpool 2-0 at the weekend in what was a pretty decent performance, but turned out to be Michael Appleton's last game in charge of Blackpool, so it probably tells you all you need to know about how they were playing. But in all seriousness, Watford fans feeling pretty positive, probably for the first time this season. They're united in feeling good about Watford, mainly because of the debut of young Toby Adeyemo. He came on in the 72nd minute and scored the opening goal. It's his home debut, 17-year-old academy graduate. It was the Graham Taylor Appreciation Match Day to mark the sixth anniversary of the passing of Graham Taylor's death. 72nd minute is an apt and important moment because Graham was 72 when he died, so Watford fans tend to stand up and clap on the 72nd minute. That's when Toby Adeyemo scored. So an emotional moment at Vicarage Road on Saturday, and everyone went home feeling pretty good about themselves. A really good opportunity to build on that with a home game against Rotherham. If Watford are going to stay in touch at the top, these are the games they really need to win. Nothing much improved on the injury front. Hamza Chowdhury came back on Saturday against Blackpool, made a massive difference. Hassan Kamara will be back in the left back spot, available after being suspended for 4 games. Whether he'll get back in after the emergence of another youngster, James Morris, who's filled in well at left back, we'll have to wait and see. But I don't think any of the other long-term injury absentees are going to be back. Excited to see Ismail Kone again, who played really, really well in his home debut, the Canadian international, and Mateus Martins, the guy we signed from Udinese, who signed from Fluminense. He looked really good down the flank, so excited to see him again. Like I say, Watford have just got to win this game. Let's hope they do it. Let's go for another 2-0. Come on, you Warns.
What do we think about the game at the weekend? Well, Reading, it's going to be a tough game. We're bang out of form, and we're there for the taking, really. If anybody wants to come and get 3 points, come and play Stoke right now. We could do with some bodies in. We're getting rid of players. We got rid of 4 or 5 in January so far, but nobody's coming in. Alex Neil says he wants players better than what we have. Probably shouldn't be too hard to find, to be honest, judging off what we've seen so far. The game, like I say, safe journey up to any Reading fans. As you can see behind me, the Stoke weather, it's going to be cold, it's going to be miserable, which is, very typical of what you expect when you come to Stoke now, isn't it? So, I think it's a must-win game, really, if we're going to avoid getting sucked into a relegation battle. Whether we can win, I don't know. I'm going to hope we sneak a 2-1 win.
I nearly called him Slavisa Jokanovic then, because I'm sure it's the same fucker. Has anybody seen Zlatan Bilic and Slavisa Jokanovic in the same room?
Has anybody seen Leandre and Sil Smith in the same
Very good point. But is it Zlatan Bilic? I don't know. It's fucking Bilic has sent a warning around the rest of the championship. The race is not over yet.
In other words, he's saying it to Sheffield United.
Yeah. Shut your big stupid West Ham mouth. Shut up, get down in 6th, and fuck up on last game of the season. Because that's what's going to happen to you, you big mouthy twat.
Oh, listen, mate, even if you did get promoted, you're probably going to get fired straight away anyway.
Yeah, you'll play 2 games and get sacked, like your predecessor Slav a few seasons back.
You're a Watford manager. You're already on borrowed time. Regardless of how good you're doing.
You could win Champions League and fucking owners could go, you know what, I don't like the way you won it.
Yeah, I'll be something like that.
Just shut your big stupid West Ham mouth. I already don't like you because you manage West Ham and because you played for West Ham. I already think you're a complete overrated prat who's never really done it anywhere that's been a struggling team. Has he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's never rebuilt a team. He's a team that's already got some good players, some good success, Premiership parachute money.
He did all right for West Ham. We can't say that he didn't.
Fuck him.
All right, fuck him.
That makes me hate him even more because he did well for West Ham. Twat. Yeah, you're not even going to go in playoffs. So pipe down.
Ooh.
Pipe down.
Ooh.
I feel sorry for Mike. I like Mike. There's a few Watford fans that I've met are quite sound people. But just because you got Slav again, it's the same person. Yes. Just because you got Bilic as manager, you're not finishing in playoffs. It's not happening. Cry me a fucking river. Do you think they're going to be the team to push us for second, or do you think it's going to be another team?
That's a good question.
You think it's going to be Borough, don't you?
No. West Brom still.
Really?
Yeah. They're on the charge, and there's no stopping them.
Not
They're
Norwich.
a runaway train.
Not Norwich.
Not even Norwich.
Do you see Watford as the credible threat, though, since they're in third
They should
now?
do.
They should be.
Yeah. I just don't think they've got
it in them.
To get that run that they need to catch us. I don't think they've got it. West Brom's already on that run.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough's already on that run.
Watford, they've not been consistent all season, really, have they?
I mean, they've lost some poor games.
Yeah. The fact that they beat us...
First game of the season, they had a full squad then. They've lost a couple.
And they're saying that, though, they weren't convincing, were they?
No, and they've gotten weaker.
Yeah.
So, I can't see them catching us.
Somebody else might do.
Famous words.
Yeah. You're finishing 8th. Bye-bye. Big games coming up for the weekend, which means predictions, and predictions means a game of...
Bit of foreplay.
Ooh, it gets creepier every week.
That was a bit creepy.
It was a bit creepy. You love my picks for this usually, don't you? Because I pick some right
you
hurlers.
do pick some... Just remember, you don't have to pick these matches that he picks. If you do, fair play to you, because it's challenging yourself.
Yes,
you should get more points for matches like this and all. But, that's it.
Get more points on the leaderboard for picking these exact 4 matches.
Yeah.
Put that in your app. Put that in the app.
Put that in the app.
Beat the championship chatters. If they beat us...
Oh, challenges.
Yeah.
It's not like Challenge Jeff. No, like that, is it?
No.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. I'm going on. Poxon, Elder, Sousa, I'm calling you all. Put it in the app.
Exactly.
Challenge the championship chatters. Until it is in the app, get in the comments down below and challenge away. Because you're not doing. I see you all there. That guy Nigel who comments every week.
He's a good lad.
He's a good lad. I like him. Get down in comments and put your predictions in. We're challenging you to challenge us. I'm going to win this week, by the way. I'm not losing to you 2 weeks in a row.
You go for it.
Coventry versus Norwich City.
See, this is where you go wrong. Coventry could be playing Dagenham and Redbridge, and you'd still pick Dagenham and Redbridge or something. Just because you don't like Coventry.
Just because I don't like Wasps.
Just because you don't... Well, nobody likes Wasps. Sting.
How did they go on against Wrexham?
Listen, we've got him to play yet.
Oh, yeah, shit. Good point.
Come back in a couple of weeks.
Norwich 2-0.
Norwich 2-0?
Norwich 2-0. Norwich 2-0. New manager. Very done football. Bit of a rebuild going. It's not just my hatred for Wasps. Does play a little bit of it. It's, new manager bounce. 2-0 Norwich.
Yeah. Like I said, I like their new manager. I think he will do all right for him. I'm going for a draw, though. Coventry at home.
Have you got a soft spot for these cunts, or what?
I think I just like winding you up.
Blackpool. League One bound Blackpool, as I like to call them, versus League One bound Huddersfield. Is this a relegation 6-pointer?
Hell yes.
Or is it just that both teams are just playing for pride at this point?
No.
You think one of these two teams could survive?
No, I'm not saying they're not going to give up. We're only in January.
True.
It's a long way.
True. Very true. I think they're both going down, I agree. You're getting the points up now, aren't you? Huddersfield are still in with a shot. I think Blackpool are fucked.
Well, I don't say points.
Minus 12 goal difference.
That means fuck all when they've won 2-0.
When they go down on goal difference, how they're going to come for you with pitchforks. Wigan are a team that are absolutely screwed. They're only 1 point behind the other two, but with a minus 20 goal difference.
It's Wigan who probably gave it the big one when they came up.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yeah.
Saw it all over some Facebook pages.
Oh, God.
Okay, have your little...
Where did all their fans come from? Because I'm sure they only have about 20.
Well, there were 20. That's it.
Anyway, back to this game. League One bound Blackpool versus League One bound Huddersfield. Who are you picking?
I'm going for a Huddersfield win.
We agree.
Oh.
We fully agree. I think this is the game where... I'm not going to say Huddersfield turn it around. I think this is the game where they give themselves a bit of confidence going forward.
Yeah, they got a good result. I can't really remember. I remember having a good result against another team down there, one away.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of Blackpool...
They're awful.
Yeah, they're not special, are they? I mean, Ray good in cup against Forest, but yeah, I'm going for Huddersfield win. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on that one. I think Huddersfield are going to win this one. Not comfortably. It'll not be an easy game. Both teams, like you said, are going to go for it and play for a bit of pride, as well as thinking they can stay up. But I think Huddersfield are going to have enough about them. Watford, who are finishing in 7th, versus a little club that could, Rotherham. It's away this time for Rotherham.
Yeah, I can't say anything else. I'll let you go first if you want.
1-0.
1-0?
1-0. I'm going. Possibly even a Desmond.
There you go again. It's a Watford win for me.
You think?
Even though Rotherham's just come off a very good victory.
I think I think what Bilic said is going to backfire.
Not yet.
It will immediately.
If he can say it now, because he's got Rotherham at home next game.
It will immediately, and then it'll settle, and then it'll maybe flaunt again. But I think
This is what you want to happen, not what's going to happen.
you know, that's it.
Look at your face.
He's right. He's definitely fucking right. I'm going with heart, not head. Draw. Draw.
Watford win.
1-1 or a possible Desmond. Ooh, Sunday. North East Derby. Sunderland versus Middlesbrough.
Should be a tasty game.
The mighty Middlesbrough. Oh, you know.
The mighty Sunderland, who's got about 9 million fans.
Oh, God, don't. Can we just not play the game? I don't even want
There must be about 20 million at this game.
Oh, the whole country's going to come to a standstill.
Yes, they're both on the attendance
Records.
train, aren't they, these two?
1-0. Don't give a fuck. It's a derby game.
It's a
for one.
derby game. Do you know what? I'm going for a Sunderland win.
You're going for a Sunderland win?
I am, yeah.
I could see that being the more likely winner because it's at Sunderland.
Yeah, it should be a hostile environment for Borough. They should be shit scared. So
1-0.
I'm going for a Sunderland win.
I know it's one of them.
And
that-
do us a favour. I'd love a Sunderland win to be fair.
I'd like a Sunderland win. I prefer it. I actually don't mind Sunderland that much. I think it's because I really hate Newcastle that I don't mind Sunderland.
Why can you hate Newcastle?
I just fucking do. I hate
Is anybody you like? Apart from United.
Come back to me on that one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there's quite a few lower league teams I like.
Yeah.
I'm an underdog cheer, so I don't like Harry.
Everybody loves an underdog.
Yeah, I think I'm too much on that wavelength though.
Yeah.
I quite like Wrexham. No, I quite like Wrexham before they got took over by celebrities because I played with them once on Football Manager. Going back.
Have you ever done that? You play
Yeah.
a football manager with a team and you're getting rated. I love that team.
Yeah, all the time.
I think that's why I like Chesterfield as well.
Get down in comments down below. Football Manager, FIFA Career Mode, whatever.
Yeah.
What club have you rebuilt and taken up?
And it's gave you a soft spot for them.
Yeah, and you've become like not your second club, but you're like you always have a quick look out for them.
Or even a player. Who
Yeah,
you sign on champion. He does
there's
rate well.
So many of them. Cherno Samba, whatever happened to him? I think James Elder's mates with Cherno Samba.
DR.
I think he is. Elder. Oh yeah, somebody tell me. That brings all the predictions to a head. Another crazy weekend of Championship football to look forward to. How do you think these games are going to go? Have you got 4 more different games? Get down there, get in the comments, let us know. Show us some love in the comments, like the video, subscribe to Pitch Football.
Yeah, subscribe. It costs us absolutely nothing.
It's free.
Just a little point onto the subscribe button.
Point, click, done. All you need to do. And you'll get to see more of our lovely faces, because we are the most watched show.
Don't put them off.
We are the most watched show on Pitch Football. Bye, Elder. Come on, I know you want to. Bye, Elder. But thank you for watching. Unless you're playing Sheffield United this weekend, good luck to all teams involved. We hope you have a good one regardless. Take care.
Cheers.